Imagine waking up one day and realizing someone in your life is not just a casual presence, but a hidden source of destruction. Someone who quietly drains your energy, clouds your mind, and poisons your peace. This isn't paranoia or drama. It's a real threat, one that many overlook until it deeply impacts their happiness, growth, and mental health. Shi Heng, the Shaolin master whose wisdom cuts through illusions, teaches us that toxic people often disguise themselves well. They don't come with warning labels. They blend into our lives, friends, colleagues, family, masking harm with charm or subtle manipulation. But their true nature reveals itself through unmistakable signs we must learn to recognize and act upon without hesitation. The first and most crucial sign is control. Toxic individuals crave control over you, not just your actions, but your thoughts, feelings, and time. They demand your attention, loyalty, and energy, but rarely reciprocate. You might notice that after interactions with them, you feel tense, cautious, like you're constantly walking on eggshells, afraid to speak your truth. This is no accident. Control breeds fear and silence. Genuine relationships, by contrast, flourish in freedom and respect. If you feel caged or fearful around someone, you must see it for what it is. Next comes energy drain, a subtle but powerful form of attack. After spending time with a toxic person, your energy diminishes. You feel exhausted, anxious, or emotionally overwhelmed, even if the interaction seemed casual or brief. This emotional hangover isn't coincidence. It's a signature of toxicity. Your energy is your most precious resource, the fuel for creativity, joy, and resilience. Allowing anyone to siphon it away is self-sabotage. Manipulation is another hallmark. Toxic people are often expert manipulators. They twist facts, distort reality, and gaslight you, making you doubt your memory, your judgment, even your sanity. If you find yourself apologizing repeatedly for things you didn't do or questioning your own reality, beware. Your mind deserves clarity and truth, not confusion and doubt. Manipulation destroys self-trust and replaces it with fear and dependence. Empathy, or rather its absence, is also a clear warning. Toxic individuals show little to no genuine concern for your feelings or needs. Conversations revolve around their problems, their desires, their grievances. Your feelings become invisible or invalidated. This one-sided emotional dynamic leaves you feeling isolated and unimportant, trapped in a cycle of neglect that chips away at your self-worth. Moreover, toxic people sabotage your growth and success. Rather than celebrate your victories, they belittle your achievements, mock your dreams, or subtly plant seeds of doubt. They fear your potential because your success threatens their control. Genuine allies support and uplift you. Toxic individuals attempt to pull you down to maintain power. Gossip and negativity often follow them like a shadow. Toxic people spread. Rumors create drama and turn friends into enemies. Their toxic words infect the social environment, breeding distrust and division. If drama or conflict is constant whenever someone is around, that's a red flag. Another vital sign is their refusal to take responsibility. Toxic people blame others for their mistakes, never admit faults, and repeat harmful behaviors without remorse. Growth and healing require accountability. Without it, cycles of toxicity persist and deepen. Boundaries are sacred, but toxic individuals disrespect them. They invade your privacy, push limits, and ignore your clear no. Healthy relationships honor boundaries, they do not break them. If someone repeatedly violates your limits, it's a signal that they prioritize their needs over your well-being. Inconsistency and unpredictability keep you off balance. One moment, they're charming and warm, the next, cold and hostile. This emotional roller coaster breeds anxiety and confusion, preventing you from feeling safe or grounded. Lastly, toxic people make you doubt your worth. They thrive by keeping you insecure and dependent on their approval. But your value is intrinsic, not something earned or lost based on others' opinions. Realizing this is a powerful step toward freedom. Shi Heng teaches that recognizing these signs isn't about judgment or anger, it's about reclaiming your power. You don't need to argue or prove anything to toxic people. Your best defense is clear awareness and firm boundaries. Affirm this now. I deserve respect, peace, and love. I will not tolerate toxicity in my life. I choose clarity, strength, and freedom. Your life is too precious to waste on people who harm you. Be vigilant, protect your energy, trust your intuition. It's your soul's compass guiding you towards safety and growth. Remember, removing toxic people is not selfish. It's an act of self-preservation, like a warrior clearing the battlefield before peace can settle. Your peace is your power. Guard it fiercely. Understanding these toxic dynamics is the first step, but applying wisdom daily requires deeper insight. Toxicity often thrives on subtlety. Not every negative person is toxic, but consistent patterns reveal true intent. Learn to distinguish between occasional mistakes and harmful habits. One powerful insight from Shi Heng is that toxic people are often trapped in their own pain and ignorance. Their harmful behavior is a reflection of internal wounds, fears, and insecurities. This doesn't excuse their actions, but helps us approach the situation with clarity. Not compassion that blinds us, but wise compassion that guards our boundaries. Energy management becomes crucial. Like a Shaolin master training his body and mind, you must train your emotional and mental energy. When you recognize energy drains, consciously reclaim your power through practices like meditation, grounding exercises, or simply stepping away. You do not owe anyone your energy, especially those who harm it. Setting boundaries is a warrior's act of self-respect. Boundaries communicate what is acceptable and what is not. This might mean saying no to invitations, limiting contact, or even cutting off relationships that threaten your peace. It's uncomfortable at first, especially if the toxic person is close but necessary. Like a shield protecting a warrior, boundaries safeguard your well-being. Toxic people often test boundaries repeatedly. Persistence can either break you or teach you resilience. When they push, remind yourself your boundaries are non-negotiable. Repeat this silently or aloud as a mantra. My peace is sacred. I protect it. Communication plays a key role. When safe and possible, clearly express your feelings and limits. Use I statements. I feel drained when conversations focus only on problems. This takes ownership without blame, reducing defensiveness. But remember, no explanation justifies abuse or repeated disrespect. Self-awareness is your greatest ally. Reflect regularly on how you feel before and after interactions. Do you feel energized or depleted, respected or diminished, clear or confused? These signals are your internal GPS guiding decisions about who stays in your life. Forgiveness can also be liberating, but only for your peace, not for tolerance of harm. Forgive to release resentment, not to invite toxicity back. Forgiveness without boundaries is like opening a gate to a predator. Shi Heng emphasizes that your environment shapes your mind. Toxic people clutter your mental space with noise and chaos. Like a clean temple sanctuary, your mind needs clarity and calm to flourish. Decluttering harmful influences creates room for growth, creativity, and joy. Sometimes, toxic individuals are family members or lifelong friends, making detachment complex. In these cases, seek support from mentors, therapists, or trusted friends. Strength grows in community. You don't have to face toxicity alone. The path to healing after cutting. Toxic ties can be challenging. Guilt, doubt, or loneliness may arise. These feelings are natural but temporary. Remember your reasons and reconnect with your inner strength. Use affirmations daily. I choose peace over pain. I am whole without their approval. Beyond personal boundaries, society needs more awareness of toxic behavior's subtle harms, workplace bullying, emotional abuse, social manipulation. Educating ourselves and others helps create safer environments where respect and empathy prevail. Science supports these truths. Studies show chronic exposure to toxic people increases stress hormones, weakens immune response, and disrupts mental health. Protecting yourself is not just emotional wisdom, it's biological necessity. Your brain's neuroplasticity means you can rewire responses to toxicity. With practice, what once triggered anxiety can become a signal to act decisively. Mindfulness and meditation strengthen this rewiring, helping you stay calm and clear in difficult encounters. Shi Heng's Shaolin philosophy teaches balance, neither fight nor flight, but centered presence. Meet toxicity not with aggression, but with firm boundaries and calm awareness. This power dissolves the grip toxic people hold. Your soul's compass intuition often feels like a quiet whisper amid noise. Learn to listen deeply. Early signs of toxicity might be discomfort or unease. Don't silence these feelings. They're your mind's warning system. Remember, clearing toxicity is not a one-time act, but an ongoing process. People change, situations evolve. Stay vigilant. Regularly audit your relationships. Prioritize those who uplift, challenge positively, and honor your growth. Choose your inner circle like a Shaolin warrior chooses trusted allies. Wisely, deliberately, with respect for both your needs and theirs. Affirm once again, I am the guardian of my mind and heart. I release what harms me. I embrace peace and strength. The path ahead may be difficult, but it leads to freedom. Freedom from manipulation, from doubt, from energy drain. It leads to clarity, confidence, and empowerment. Your journey is sacred. Protect it fiercely. Now that you understand the signs and the mindset needed, let's talk about transformation, how to move beyond toxicity toward a life of true freedom and fulfillment. Shi Heng teaches that true strength lies in self-mastery. You cannot control others, but you can control how you respond. Toxic people may remain in the world, but they don't have to remain in your life or your mind. Your power is in choice. Start by cultivating inner peace daily. Practices like mindful breathing, meditation, or Tai Chi help you center your energy, making you less reactive to negativity. When you are grounded, toxic behavior bounces off you like water off a lotus leaf. Next, focus on building positive relationships. Seek people who inspire growth, honesty, and kindness. These connections create a support network that nourishes your soul and shields you from harm. Like the Shaolin Brotherhood, strong bonds based on mutual respect elevate everyone involved. Healing from toxicity also means reclaiming your story. Toxic people often distort how you see yourself. Write your own narrative, one of strength, resilience, and worth. Journal your victories, your values, your dreams. This anchors you in your true identity, immune to toxic distortions. Forging new boundaries with compassion is key. Boundaries protect your peace, but they also teach others how to love and respect you. Be firm but kind, clear but understanding. This balance builds healthy, sustainable relationships. Shi Heng reminds us that life is a constant journey of growth. Sometimes toxic people stay to teach us lessons about patience, self-worth, or discernment. Learn what you can, then let go. Don't carry their weight indefinitely. Self-care is not indulgence, it's survival. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, exercise, and mental rest. A strong body and clear mind make you resilient to external toxicity. Remember, the process of removing toxicity creates space for abundance. When you release what no longer serves you, you invite joy, creativity, and love. Your energy transforms from survival mode into thriving mode. This transformation is an act of courage. It requires honesty with yourself, the strength to say no, and the willingness to walk a sometimes lonely path. But every step forward is a victory over manipulation, fear, and doubt. Affirm now. I am free from toxic chains. I choose love, clarity, and growth. My peace is non-negotiable. Finally, Shi Heng's prophecy is clear. Humanity's future depends on awakening this inner warrior within each of us. Toxicity will always exist, but so will the power to overcome it. The question is, will you rise? Take this knowledge, protect your mind and spirit, guard your energy, live with intention and courage. Your life is your dojo, your battlefield, your sanctuary. Stand firm, speak your truth. Walk away when needed. The path of the warrior is the path of peace. If this inspired you, comment below with one word that represents your strength today. Let's build a community of warriors, protecting their peace. Don't forget to subscribe to Mind's Eye for more wisdom that empowers your soul.